And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Coca's Pizza. DJ Oakley with you live here from Coca's Pizza in Canfield. I'm joined at this time with the offensive tackle extraordinaire, Alex Hewko. Young man, thank you so much for joining us.
Yep.
So, talk to me. Offensive tackle, usually, are you blindside or are you the right tackle?
Left side. So
Left.
back
So you
backside.
blindside.
Yep.
Okay, so when you're talking offensive tackles, usually you're talking giant human beings who are very quiet. Does that pretty much describe you?
It's pretty much hitting the nail on the head right there.
Let's talk about this season. Being a senior, being the guy that protects, a quarterback is tough enough. You got a lot of weight on your shoulders, man. How do you deal with that mentally?
Uh, I don't really try to think about it too
Yeah.
much. For me, mostly it's just if you're doing your job, good things are gonna happen, and if that happens, then you just gotta keep doing it and going.
Were you always a blindside tackle, or did
Always.
you always? So
Yep.
they've always saw you and said, "Hey, that's the mountain that's going to protect our number one guy."
Yep.
Um, so you said you don't really think about it. That's awesome.
Now,
What do you think about when you're out there on the line?
I don't try to think about too much because I found out that if I do start thinking, it's just doesn't really end up well.
Get you in trouble.
Yep. So
So
most of the time, I'm just not thinking of anything, just going with what my body says to do.
so when you're talking about what position you play, they usually put the best edge rusher on your side of the football.
Yeah.
To take everybody's best punch week in, week out. Do you take that as a challenge? Do you sometimes kind of like watch film and go, oh man, here we go again? Or is it something that you love and you accept that and you go, I can't wait to put our best guy, which is you, big fella, against their best guy across the way?
Well, I think you always gotta take it as a challenge because if you don't, then I just don't think you're gonna be looking highly of yourself. And if you're not, then you're just not gonna be able to do the right thing over and over again. So if you're not taking it as a challenge, I don't think you're playing the position right.
That's pretty strong words, my friend. That's good stuff. Let's talk about big man football, okay? Believe it or not, all 4.5 of yours truly was an offensive lineman one day, okay? You probably would have pushed me around like it wouldn't have even been funny. However, I have this belief that every big man dreams of scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing. I luckily once in middle school,
You
I
got
did.
one?
I did.
Take me through the because you have to remember this. Take me
Oh, I
through it.
did. It was on the goal line. I was actually on defense this time. Somehow I never played defense, but I was on defense. And the guy, we stopped him in the end zone, and someone just stripped the ball right out. And I saw it. I just dove straight on it. It was the first and only time I've pretty much ever touched the ball since.
What did you do? Like what were the feelings? What was the reaction like? What was the crowd like?
I think everyone was going crazy, but I kind of just got up and just with the sideline ready for the next play. I guess I was in a little bit of shock because I wasn't really ready for that to happen.
Was it just a fumble or like what was it?
I I
Somebody
think
strip it?
I think someone might have stripped him.
Wow.
And I just happened to be there at the right time, and I just picked it up and scored.
Okay, moments in your life, where does that stack up on the chart?
On football wise, oh, it's up there all
Yeah,
the way. It's
it's
all
number
the way.
one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even more than last year getting the state title.
Yeah,
That's
because
a
I
tough
I
one.
think you got to put it as a lineman, especially when you're mostly playing offense. You get the ball, you're thinking, oh, I'm running this all the way in. You got to, and
You
I
got to
think,
think that's what 5% of all linemen score a
oh,
touchdown in their career,
absolutely,
if that.
if that.
You, my friend, I mean, you probably got a better chance getting struck. Not that I want you to get struck by lightning, but you got a better chance. But you got the tutty, man. If another touchdown happens this year, is there a celebration?
I don't know. Probably not. I
No, I know
probably
it's
just
tough as an offensive tackle, but let's say you get lined up on defense again and it's in the end zone.
again. I'd probably.
Little screen pass. Let's get Coach Pav. Little screen pass to the big fella.
I don't know. I'd probably still be in shock again.
What would your move be? Would you go through people or would you try to stiff arm? What would you try to do?
Definitely. So when I have had the ball in
Yeah.
practice,
They give you the ball in practice?
most sometimes they used to, not anymore.
Not anymore. Jace is laughing.
Yeah, but when they did, most of the time it was people trying to grab my legs, and I'd just be running through them. So I think most of the time it's probably just running through people, but definitely a stiff arm if there's a chance.
Bull in the China shop running.
Absolutely.
I love it. All right, let's talk about this team. What does this team mean to you? Get brotherhood big for you guys. What does this team mean to you?
I think it means everything because I've known everyone pretty much on this line now for about the past 10 years,
Okay.
I think. And I've been growing up with them every single year playing football. So you get to know them every single year, every day, every year, just learning how they do what they do wrong, and you kind of build a big trust
Yep.
on what exactly they're gonna do. And luckily, this year, I have my brother right next to me.
What year is he?
He's a sophomore.
Okay, so we got you and your brother, right? That's got to be awesome for you
Yeah.
folks, huh?
Yep. So
Easy photo opportunities.
yeah, absolutely. They were ecstatic when it happened. So I don't really have to think because I know exactly what he's gonna do. So it just makes I think my life a lot easier.
Do you have to bail him out? Does he have to bail you out? And which brother is bailing who out?
I think there's definitely been times where we bailed each other out.
Love it. Great answer.
I think we're probably about even, honestly.
So there's no like weird car rides home where
Oh,
you're.
absolutely is where car rides home.
What's the car ride home like?
It's mostly the silence,
Yeah.
just straight silence. Like I'll look at him, he'll look at me. We just stare at each other maybe for like a second, and then we just won't talk.
Who wins the one-on-one battles? Because I'm sure Coach Pavlansky talked about they never fought. They played basketball. They took it out on the court. You and your brother, you fight?
Not really. No, I don't fight with him.
Who's the alpha? You or your brother?
Me, but he's gonna be huge.
Is he?
He's gonna be absolutely a monster.
I love
So
hearing that.
I don't think maybe in like a year or two, he probably will beat me.
That's awesome. Well, let's talk about some of your favorite things. Favorite subject in school?
History.
Why history?
I've always had this I guess love for learning things that happened in the past. I don't can really give you an explanation. Like anything that has like battles for some reason, I've always been really interested in. And for that, history was just always the easiest option because that's what you'd learn every single year.
Favorite teacher or teachers?
I couldn't really put one down. I kind of like
Okay, let's change that question a little bit. Most influential teacher that you've come across?
influential teacher.
Like if you had to give a speech at commencement of one person, one teacher that changed your life, who would it be?
I probably have to say Mr. Hurdley, who's also our defensive coordinator, because he's definitely helped me out through math a lot, and he's said a lot of things that my dad would say that helped me like get through school and get through stuff, and he's helped me out a lot. So yeah, I'd absolutely probably put it on him.
College or pro football?
Trade school.
Well, yeah, I mean, but do you like college or pro football?
I'd have to say college.
College?
I think college is definitely absolutely a better atmosphere. There's more excitement about it, and everyone's watching college.
What's your favorite
football.
team?
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yep.
You said you're gonna go trade school. What are you gonna study?
Aircraft mechanic.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. So you're gonna be working on the big boys.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's a good paying job too, my friend.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
My
I know
my uncle has been pushing it on me, but I think went there once, absolutely loved it.
We got to talk about your brother. Any other siblings?
You got one older one.
Okay.
He's I think 3 years deep in college now.
Okay. Where's he go?
YSU.
YSU. Okay. What about your folks?
It's my dad.
To your dad? Okay. What kind of influence has your dad been on your life?
Oh, he's been everything. He always likes to say that it's like you gotta keep working no matter what. And if anything happens to you, even if you get like a broken arm or broken something, you have to finish what you start no matter what. Now, I think that's helped me and definitely my brothers through a lot of things that has happened to us.
I can tell, man. I can tell how much he means to you. I can tell how much you take those words of wisdom and apply them every day. Alex, thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Good luck to you. Best of luck this week and beyond. And, of course, if there's anything we can do, we're here for you. That is going to do it for our show here tonight from Coca's Pizza. On behalf of Alex and Jace and Coach Pavlansky, it is rivalry week. It is the Battle 224. You can watch it right here on your sports network Friday night at 7 p.m. Thanks to Steve Coca and everybody here at Coca's, making life great and easy. And make sure that you are supporting everybody that supports us, because it makes these things absolutely free and possible for you. On behalf of everybody here, that's going to wrap things up. We'll see you next week, next Wednesday, right here from Coca's Pizza once again. Good night, everybody.